We welcome you live to the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series, Season number 3 Championship Cutoff race in Bristol. We are here, the second to last race of the Cup Series season at Bristol Motor Speedway. Welcome live to Bristol, Tennessee for tonight. We will decide the rest of your championship for. So let's take a look at your playoff grid entering tonight at Bristol. So, of course, Aiden Donahue locked in on points. Matthew White, Braden Hunsicker both locked in with wins in the round of 8. Dylan Banks sits plus 19 to Payson Lindsay, who is minus 19. Carlos Ortiz is minus 25. Then you got Ashton Miller minus 33 and Matt Grab minus 43. They are both in a must-win situation tonight. So if anyone below the cut line would win tonight at Bristol, they would lock themselves into the championship 4. And Dylan Banks is going to have to be careful because that is a huge possibility as he comes on the racetrack with his 88 machine. There he is, Dylan Banks in his machine. So he's got 2 wins in the year. He won Martinsville, coming into this race with a lot of confidence. We'll see how it plays out tonight for the 88 of Dylan Banks. So in the booth with me tonight, of course, is me, and then we got we're going to have driver number 72 in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Xfinity Series, Connor Asbell, and a couple of interrace reporters, Cole Clausen and Cole Wilson. So guys, it's Bristol tonight. Ooh, the last great Coliseum. We got a big crash here on the back straightaway in practice. What do we expect to see throughout this long 250 lap event?
I think we're going to see a lot more of what we saw yesterday. Some guys just get loose off of these turns and wreck, but hopefully we do get a good race out of it. Chances are probably a little bit slim, but a lot of hope tonight. Dylan Banks, of course, plus 19 above the cutoff line. Yeah, I've heard he's really fast around here, so he could get it done tonight.
Let's see, illegal wall riding. This would be illegal in anything else, but can wall ride technically in practice. Not really the way to get the most practice or best experience on the racetrack, but it's possible. Here's Trenton Wilkin, currently 3rd. Oh, we got a crash here. Round goes Andrew Stacy, and now he gets slammed.
Matt Grab is almost up and over. Oh!
So, of course, it's the second to last race of the Cup Series season. As Braden Hunsicker. So, Braden Hunsicker Braden Hunsicker locked into the Final 4, of course, after his win in Chicagoland a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Chandler to 6th.
After a more very consistent season out of Braden, we were questioning when he would actually finally get one of his wins, and took him the whole. It took him till the playoffs, till the final round. So a lot of speed in that car, and who knows? He might go into Kansas. I mean, Chicagoland's a lot like Kansas in a way, so a lot of momentum for those guys.
Here's the 09 of John Butler on the racetrack now for Johnson Motorsports as he heads down the front straightaway here at Bristol. And then, of course, coming onto the racetrack, driver already locked in to the championship for it. Aiden Donahue. It's kind of a mess down here. Drivers trying to make their way around each other. There's 3 wide action, Payson Lindsay in the middle. It's Bristol. Things happen extremely quick here tonight. Everyone's going to have to be on their toes for this entire 250 lap event. Oh, Benson goes around and he gets slammed by Matthew White.
250 laps may seem like a lot, but in reality, these lap times are 14 seconds each, maybe even 13. You're going to be going through these laps, and it's going to be very quick. Like, stage will pop up real soon, and you just got to manage your tires and make sure you got some good track position.
Here is Brad Haverilla in the 50 car, eliminated in the round of 12. And his first ever playoff appearance this season. Side by side between TJ Hanley and one of his part-time stars and Cameron Chandler. And you got Nicholas Martinez ahead of them. Here's Matt Grab in the playoffs.
Yep, Matt Grab, one of those underdogs. He is in a must-win, but anything can happen. It's Bristol.
Yeah, so Matt Grab, of course, enters minus 43, like Connor said. That is a must-win situation. You can't gain 43 points in this race. Two drivers that are in a must-win situation, of course, Matt Grab and Ashton Miller. Dylan Banks in the middle of the racetrack. And there's Miller, who was spinning.
Yeah, especially with a lot of part-time drivers in here, as Braden Hunsicker goes upside down in turn 2.
There he is in the 6. On his leg.
Hey, that's my move.
He got doored up into the wall in Corey LaJoy. Just rode the wall and slowly flipped. So. But yeah, like I was saying, we got part-time drivers in here. Cameron Chandler won yesterday. He's hoping to go back-to-back. Yeah, Bristol. But it's definitely going to spice some of the stuff up. Dylan Banks now has to worry about this. We're over 19 cars. So anything can happen. Him wrecking out early is probably the worst outcome out of this. And yeah.
Here is the 09 of John Butler. Of course, eliminated in the round of 12 this season. Overall had a good year, and he's looking for some more pace here tonight. Currently sits 15th on the board.
Yeah. Remember, after this race, we get a 2-week break for real-life events, Daytona 500. That gives every championship driver a lot of time to get some practice down, make scenarios in their head and practice that, and just overall get an upper hand. As Miller hounds the wall in turn 4.
Yeah, so of course there will be no events in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League next week, and then after that, in 2 weeks' time, like Connor said, we'll be back at Kansas Speedway. For the second time, Kansas Speedway hosts the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League's championships for both Cup and Xfinity.
As we got a little less than 15 minutes left in this practice session. Cole Clausen, how did you get first?
Oh, you know, we just got some insane speed under the hood of this number 71 Culver's machine. You know, we're just gonna fly by everyone in this race, and we're definitely gonna win.
I mean, you're beating second place by 2 tenths, so.
I mean, yeah, that's just Cole Clausen for you right there. You know, season 2 champion. You know, just pure speed.
We could technically look back at his fast lap and see what he did different.
No. You don't. It was so fast that you're not allowed to see how I got the lap. So it's actually illegal to show that footage.
Caught Cole Wilson, middle of the race. Oh, he's getting slammed. That's familiar to last night.
He backed into Cheery.
Of course.
Oh my.
Yeah, Cole Wilson might remember that from last night.
PTSD by Cheery.
I don't remember it. I got no memory of that.
Dylan Banks is gonna slam the wall.
He's currently 5th on the board. And Banks looks like he's gonna slow it down and go back to the inside.
I mean, these top guys, other than Cole Clausen, they're all pretty close together on time.
Hey, you don't gotta. Yeah, Cole Clausen's just so good.
Come on now. What are you thinking there? I mean, all I am is just pure speed.
You know what? We'll give you the trophy now. Cole Clausen's your winner. Yeah. We'll see you next time. FedEx out. Like.
I think you should automatically get in the championship floor for that lap.
Oh yeah, for
honestly.
Sure.
Here's Eli Tomlin in the 90. Currently was 20th. Now he's back there even further. 21st on the board. 12 minutes to go here in practice.
That was so unnecessary to say.
Here's Brad Haverilla heading down the back straightaway. Then they got the 8 of Cameron Chandler. Cameron Chandler has 2 career Cup Series wins. Of course, won the season finale at Kansas a season ago. And then he, of course, won the Charlotte 600, one of the crown jewel events in the Cup Series, and an absolutely thrilling finish this season.
Hey, Cole Wilson in the wall there. Oh, man, Cole Wilson trying to ride the wall, and
he tried to pull the Cole Clausen and failed miserably at it.
So, wait, you're saying that you rode the wall to get your lap time?
Oh, no. I mean, what I mean by that, he's doing the Cole Clausen is like he's.
Put your nose
the pressure's gotten to him.
Yeah. He's losing the court.
Well, you see, what I mean by he was trying to pull Cole Clausen is that he was trying to wreck as hard as he possibly could.
Yeah. I got you.
Big wreck in turn 4.
Oh my God.
This is gonna take a lot of cars. Cheery on his side. Oh my, the big one here at Bristol. I almost said Daytona.
Luckily, we can do that stuff in practice because apparently it doesn't cost anything to fix
Oh my
these practice
gosh!
cars.
Anyways, I just saw murder. Alright.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
Here's Trent Wilkin having a good run so far, currently third.
Yep. He had a lot of speed last night too. So definitely a short track. I'm not gonna say master, but short track speed.
He's looking to come back after
big
a
wreck.
rough season this year to bounce back better in season number 4. Back in the 11 for Ethan Trindler Racing in season 4.
Yeah. As we know of, Ethan Trendle Racing is recruiting. Yeah.
To the outside, he goes Hanley in one of his part-time series starts. He's on the outside of Aiden Donahue in the 24s, so doing a good job with the regular season champion. To his inside is, Eli Tomlin. Oh my God. Absolutely terrible crash.
Big wreck.
Oh.
Oh, it's the everyone. Oh my God! Pace and lane, but no man!
Oh my God.
Cut the cameras! Cut the cameras!
Oh.
Yeah, we got a bit of a crash in the back straightaway.
We need every ambulance in Tennessee.
So the interesting thing about Bristol tonight is a couple of cars are actually going to be stationed on the pit road of the back straightaway. At least one, really.
Wait. Oh yeah.
So that's going to be something to keep in
absolutely
mind.
not. I'm killed.
So if you qualify,
no!
okay, if you qualify somewhere in the back, it is not going to go well for you on pit road tonight. You're going to have to be in a completely different spot. It's
Sorry, we had a murder on the backstretch. Matthew White was on his lid and yeah.
Aiden Donahue doing his best Kyle Busch impression. Down the back straight, or front straightaway, I should say.
Payson Lindsay is trying to wall ride.
9 minutes left in practice. We got single car Cup Series qualifying coming up next.
Big.
You know the drill.
Oh, big wreck in turn 1. How did?
Oh my
gosh. Oh,
Dude.
Tomlin. Oh, Tomlin.
guys. Quick, call 911. We need ambulances here now.
I gotta get my flip in. I haven't had a flip yet. Oh man, it's going rough out here.
Yeah. Are you gonna try to go for a faster lap, maybe a 13.9?
No, all I care about is flipping now.
You could go faster. I mean, it sounds like you have a lot of speed, so.
Oh yeah, definitely do.
Challenge yourself, bro.
Alright.
It's like a 12, like 5.
TJ Hanley currently 18th on the board. He's got Matthew White looking to his inside, and Matthew White's going to absolutely hammer the wall.
Oh my gosh, he's...
I flipped Ashton Miller, or... No, I don't think I did, actually.
No, nice try, buddy.
No, you didn't. Nice try.
Okay.
Oh, cheery.
Oh no, it's the everyone on the front stretch again. Oh!
Don't worry, I'm coming.
Oh
With my hood up and everything.
Dylan Banks is upside down. Dylan Banks is over the pit wall.
Oh my God. Yeah, this is typical Bristol practice for you.
I think this is worse than yesterday's. Alright, as our cameras cut away from whatever's happened as Wilkin just hit them. Alright.
Lap traffic is going to be a pick for these leaders here tonight, especially. If we have some cars that are off the pace, maybe getting damaged, and especially if you're starting in the rear, you got to be very careful. You can't start last and then expect to ride around and not get lapped here at Bristol. That's something you cannot do.
It worked for me.
It didn't. You got lapped.
So I got back to the lap.
But that's not. That's
Oh.
besides the point.
He's lying, folks.
I may be charged for murder for what I just
Yeah,
did.
That is
Or
complete
Nicole
murder.
Flip Cole.
I did not flip, but Wilson just shoved me into death.
All right. So, about 6 minutes left here.
And they're wrecking big in turn 2. Oh my god, it's the everyone again. Down the back, a lot of cars around.
Oh, I flipped. Let's go.
Alright, you're gonna hit fast lap. And
Yep.
Carlos Ortiz just wrecked Dylan Banks.
Oh God, Ortiz in the middle of the track. Can't go
Payson
backwards.
Payson just hit the pit barrels.
Of course. All right, so from at least the laps when we're not like, you know, doing that to each other for fun. At least during the laps, what are you guys feeling on the racetrack?
Goals.
If anyone.
Oh, me? What am I feeling on the racetrack? Oh, it's feeling great out here. With this very, very fast 71 car. It is a little bit loose off the corners when you got this type of speed, but should be a great race, and hopefully we don't get 5 million cautions.
Of course, this race will be in the night, so this practice is not really
big wreck.
practice won't
Again.
really represent what we're going to see in the race. So sun beginning to go down already, as you can see, with the long shadows here at Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah. The last
Wilson.
great Coliseum.
Oh, Wilson is second.
I think that was another wall ride.
Well, he had a good lap to start off, and then he had a wall ride that put him closer to Clausen.
And Cheery just got nailed.
Yeah, even by wall ridings, Cole Wilson, still can't top my lap time.
Payson is currently hitting the pit barrels. Like,
Nah,
he's
we need a Cole off here. Who's the better one?
Oh
Ethan,
yeah, obviously
Ethan,
me. I'm at the top
Look
board.
at Payson.
Oh, well, let's see if I can beat it here. If Matthew White doesn't spin
he's
in
on the
front
back stretch. There he is.
Don't know what he's doing at this point,
Oh,
but okay.
They're wrecking in turn 2. They're wrecking big. Oh,
Let's ride along
they're
with
wrecking
Cole
in turn
Clausen.
3.
See what incredible lap
I
times
kinda
Cole's
wanna
able to
see
put
this.
down.
Oh yeah, you're about to see one generational lap right here.
You gotta ride along with me after that to see the lap I do.
Watch out.
Death. Hey, can we
Ethan,
get a ride along?
I think,
for a
yeah,
flip,
ride
maybe?
along with Cole Wilson. Ride along.
No,
with Cole
no,
Wilson.
no, no, no.
I'll demonstrate. I'll describe a lap here.
Okay,
Oh,
whatever you say, buddy.
Wait,
Tell
we
me once
didn't
you're on
want-
board, Ethan.
Yeah,
We're on board.
All right. So coming out of the pits here, we're gonna get us up to speed. We're gonna get passed by Kyle Busch. Oh, we might have killed him. But we're gonna come to our setup right here. In the floor. All right, here comes our lap.
As we see the 9-car flip in front of him.
Oh,
Yeah, Matthew White ruined it there.
Yeah, nice try, buddy.
well, what a lap.
There's murder in turn 1. There's absolute murder in turn 1.
If you want to stay on board, we're gonna go for another hot lap here.
No, ride along with Cole Clausen. We all know who's better.
I don't know. He almost nailed your lap time. So
No. I'm still faster, so.
you should try to go faster.
Yeah, well, I'm trying, but it's hard when you got idiots like Kyle Busch in the way going backwards here.
We've got one upside down on the front foot. It's Cameron's down.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
man.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh my god.
Donahue got him.
Oh, Payson Lindsay just ran through Cole. Oh, we're spinning. Hey, Cole.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No,
Hey,
Oh.
this. Oh.
I'm gonna
we're fine.
reverse into something. I'm gonna reverse into Payson. There we go.
That should be illegal. He is driving backwards on the track.
I need to reverse. Oh, Cherry's coming. I'm gonna reverse.
You're gonna get disqualified.
Oh, never mind.
Oh my god!
Oh my.
Welcome to the flying
saved it.
camera.
No, never mind.
Yeah, Oh no! Oh no! this camera shouldn't be working.
Yeah, we build
Oh,
strong.
yeah. What'd you make it out of?
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you. No one's allowed to know.
Kyle Busch is going backwards.
Oh, and Cameron Chandler just tagged the ball.
All right, so 50 seconds to go. It's qualifying time in a minute here in Bristol. Bristol qualifying. It's going to be important. Even though it's a 250 lap event, those laps, of course, can go by very quickly, and you do not want to start in the back because you're going to be in jeopardy of already being put one lap down at least. Oh, Donahue goes flying.
Yeah, what is he doing sitting in the middle of the track?
You don't want to be in jeopardy of being put a lap down early in the race.
No one does.
You see this similar thing in Martinsville, but it's even more exaggerated here in Bristol. Martinsville definitely is a more, I would say, calm racetrack. You can maybe breathe for a second or two. You can't breathe at all here at Bristol. It is non-stop once you're under green. All right, that'll do it in practice, I should say.
They're everybody's wrecking now. Oh no! Alright. Time for quali.
All right.
All right, Cole Clausen, are we gonna pull that lap out in qualifying too?
Oh, I don't think so. Qualifying ain't really my thing.
As we welcome you live to Bristol, Tennessee for the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series Season number 3 Championship Cutoff race in Bristol. One championship 4 spot up for grabs remaining. It's between Dylan Banks and everybody else not locked into the Final 4. Drivers like Ashton Miller, Matt Grabban must-win situations tonight. We'll see how it plays out here in qualifying. Everybody coming on, so you got 2 laps to do it as always on ovals. We could see a good pickup on lap 2. We didn't see too many pickups on lap 2 in the Xfinity Series last night. We'll have to see what happens today. Stacy the line in the 96. There's Ashton Miller. White top of the board so far. Miller is second. Urban is third. Wilkin now goes fastest. He was top 5 in practice, I should say, for a while. Tomlin is 5th. Martinez is 6th. Here's Miller. Final lap for him. He currently is 4th, and he'll stay 4th, so not improving on lap number 2 for a lot of drivers. Wilkin is backing it down. He's top of the board. Martinez is 4th now. He passes Ashton Miller, so he does improve. Hunsaker's 3rd. White will end up in 2nd currently. Here comes Ashton Miller on the racetrack. Cole Wilson is 10th. Carlos Ortiz in the 21. He's currently 4th. Cole Wilson a good pick up to 4th. Richard Cherry, top of the board. In the 29, Ortiz will be 6th. Here comes Aiden Donahue in the 24 on the racetrack. Here's Matt Grab. Chandler slots in P6. Drivers know how crucial qualifying could be. Matt Grab hits the bottom. Lindsay is 11th. Down the back straightaway goes Grab on his opening lap. Chandler is 3rd. Banks is 6th. Here comes Matt Grab to the line. The 53, currently 4th, a good lap for Matt Grab to start off. Giesbrecht down the back straightaway. Donahue is P6 on lap number 1. Here's Logan Giesbrecht to the line. I think to start his lap. Banks is only 8th. Giesbrecht is 15th. Only P8 for the 88 of Dylan Banks. Cole Wilson is done. Pace and Lindsay is done. Aiden Donahue ends up 5th. Passes Matthew White. Havrilla on pit road currently. There's the 9 of Benton yet to go as well. And Aiden Donahue backs it down. Qualifies P5 for the moment. Here comes TJ Hanley across the line. Start his lap time. Cole Clausen currently P16. There's Brent Benton on the track.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Hanley to the line. He's going to go 15th. Here's Bryce Benton. We're going to have a solid day tonight. And it all starts here in qualifying. Over the line he goes. So you do wait a little bit. The track conditions could improve. Benton is P9 on that first lap. We've seen some pickups on lap 2, similar to Xfinity last night. Through 3 and 4 goes the 9 of Benton To the line he goes, trying to improve up from 9th. Benson will improve his lap time, but it'll stay P9. TJ Hanley is 16th.
Havrilla 20th.
Here comes Havrilla down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Oh, and the wall he goes. That'll, yep, that will be it. Brad Havrilla will qualify P20.
I believe that's it.
So that's everybody for drivers wanting to qualify. So Richard Cherry, from the looks of it, will be starting on pole here tonight in the 29.
Cole, what are you doing?
I'm gonna practice my burnouts.
And this might be a surprise to some, but Matt Grab is going to be your highest starting playoff driver. That is not very good news for drivers like Dylan Banks, because Matt Grab, of course, like we mentioned before, is in a must-win situation entering tonight here at Bristol. And he's your highest starting playoff driver right next to Aiden Donahue in the 24. Cole Wilson is being annoying.
Why are you trying to steal my burnout, huh? Reverse into a burnout, that's my signature.
All right. So Cole Wilson, who qualified 10th, probably should have been a bit faster, but he's wasting his time doing burnouts.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. So that will wrap it up in qualifying. All right. So it's Cherry starting on pole here tonight from Bristol. It's the final race before the championship. We are here and ready to go from the Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee. Welcome live to the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series. Season number 3, Championship 4, Cutoff race in Bristol. It's the final race of the round of 8. Let's take a look at your playoffs entering tonight. So, of course, like we mentioned, we got 3 drivers locked in, you can see. And then you got Dylan Banks plus 19, Lindsay minus 19, Ortiz minus 25, Miller and Grab both in must-win situations here tonight. Welcome live to the 250-lap event from Bristol Motor Speedway here tonight. Halfway break going to be at the end of lap 125. So, guys, it's Bristol. We saw all the action in practice and qualifying. What do we expect to see throughout these 250 laps? Do we think we'll see some comers and goers, some dominant drivers? What do we expect?
There's probably going to be a lot of come and goers. For sure, we'll probably get like 1 caution maybe, then we'll start getting some, kind of get some long runs, I'd say. But it's all about rhythm around here and managing tires.
Yeah, so Bristol Motor Speedway. This race is double the distance of the Xfinity race last night, so some drivers in the Cup Series were able to run that race, and that means if they complete both races full distance, quick math, they'll be doing 375 laps here tonight, or here this weekend at Bristol Motor Speedway. So it's going to be Cherry and Wilkin on the front row. For, like we mentioned earlier, your highest starting playoff driver, Matt Grab, going to be starting in P4. Welcome live to the Bristol Motor Speedway, place host to the final race before the championship for the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series in season number 3. We'll decide your final championship 4 spot. Will it be Dylan Banks, Kenny holds on, or maybe Carlos Ortiz, maybe Payson Lindsay could somehow point their way in with a bad day by Dylan Banks, or can Matt Grab or Ashton Miller pull off the upset and win here tonight to advance the final 4? We are rolling off from Bristol. Welcome live to the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series, season number 3, race from the Bristol Motor Speedway. This race, final race before the championship last season, was Martinsville. We go to another half-mile short track, but it's definitely a very different one tonight in Bristol.
Underneath the lights here at the last great Coliseum. This track, I've been here in real life, this track is one of a kind. It is loud, it produces some good racing, just overall very fun experience.
We'll come to 1 to go till the green flag. Fans are on their feet, ready to go here tonight from the last great Coliseum. Been a great NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series season so far, and we're ready to go for the second to last race of the year here tonight in Bristol. To decide the 4 drivers racing for a championship in 2 weeks' time from Kansas Speedway. Richard Cherry, Trenton Wilkin on the front row. Ford Chevrolet, or Ford Toyota, I should say. Chevrolet, Ford in row number 2, and you can see the rest of your top 20 starting positions on the left side of your screen. Here we go from the last great Coliseum. Time to decide the final championship 4 spot in 2 weeks from Kansas. Green flag in the air, we're racing at Bristol. Side by side for the lead between Cherry and Wilkin. Wilkin around the outside gets a good run. He'll lead lap 1 at Bristol, and he'll clear Richard Cherry. Now you got Chandler to the inside, looking on Matt Grab. Matthew White in the 12 back there. Side by side, Dylan Banks around the outside in the 88, and the Aiden Donahue in the 24 back there as well.
Further back on the field, Donahue is currently in front of Cole Wilson. They're starting to get single file back here. There is a battle between Nicholas Martinez and Carlos Ortiz as he almost wrecked the 9, but backed out in time.
Ortiz on the outside. Oh, he's almost in the wall. He's battling with Bryce Benton, his teammate for P10. Carlos Ortiz has to have a phenomenal night if he wants to try to advance to the Final Four. He's around the outside of Benton. He'll clear him for 10th. Now to the inside goes Martinez on the 9 of Bryce Benton.
Yeah.
Oh, Benton!
Oh, into the wall!
Shot himself into the fence. That was a big mistake by the 9 of Bryce Benton. He is damage already on his machine.
Could possibly be a totaling bent or broken, but he's still driving good, so that thing might be a tank. Actually, no, there's a fender gone.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting and hard for him is now Ashton Miller and TJ Hanley. Of course, Miller in a must-win tonight, battling for 13th. Hanley having a decent start to the race. He got the 50th Haverlet to the inside of Payson Lindsay. Lindsay not where he needs to be currently. He's right now in 16th place. Logan Giesberg came to pit road. Back up front to the inside for 3rd is Cameron Chandler on Matt Grab. Side by side to go. Already on lap number 8 from the Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier in practice, laps will be clocking down quick, and
oh! Big moment by Matt Grab in the 53. He was able to save it. And look at this mess back here.
Like I was saying, these laps wind down very quick, and you just got to get in a rhythm, but then you'll get out of rhythm once when stage break happens.
Yeah, look at this mess. You do not want to be in the battle for about 10th to 15th right now here at Bristol Motor Speedway. It is an absolute mess currently. Side by side between the Ortiz machine and Bryce Benton. They almost made contact. Ortiz definitely going to need to pull up the aggression if he wants to have a shot at the victory tonight to try to advance to the Final Four. Yeah,
it's still a bird's nest back here. Braden on the inside of TJ, and TJ's been slowly kind of clawing through this field, but he's on the top. He isn't saving tires right now.
Yeah,
so
everybody else mostly on the bottom.
Yeah, we'll probably see a couple cars start fading back, especially the ones that are used in the top lane right now.
Hanley is absolutely flying, but like we mentioned, he's probably betting on an early caution. He got 5 sets of tires on pit road for this 250-lap event tonight, and Hanley is absolutely ripping the outside. The only one not saving tires. He is going for it. Definitely betting on an early yellow.
You would think he's on new tires, but he's on the same tires. He's just running that tire groove.
Up to 5th after starting outside the top 15.
Yep, here comes Aiden Donahue passing Matthew White on the outside. He's getting impatient. Here comes Bryce Benton with that fender missing to the outside of Cole Wilson.
Yeah, Benton, of course, got that early damage after hitting the wall. Not what he needs, but for some reason still, that 9 car is fast as Donahue clears Dylan Banks for P6. Look at the side-by-side battle between Martinez and Carlos Ortiz as they go door-to-door down this back stretch.
Did he move him, or was that just a little bobble out of the 21?
I think they were clean. I don't think there was any contact.
I thought I saw something, but
Benton now looking the outside. He's going to pass Dylan Banks, and Dylan Banks is now falling back. Drivers are finding the outside. Oh, a huge slide for Carlos Ortiz in the 21. Was completely sideways. He'll save it, but he'll be back to 15th, maybe 16th, possibly 17th.
as we were just talking about him, maybe a commentator curse, I don't know.
But Wilson back here battling with Martinez. And we look up front, battle for the lead. These top three have kind of pulled away from the rest of the field on lap 20. Wilkin holding on to the position with Cherry on his bumper. Then you got Cameron Chandler back here. Matt Grab all by himself in fourth. Here comes TJ Hanlon to the outside of Aiden Donahue. Donahue maybe to the inside.
TJ's getting passed by him. Those tires may be wearing already.
Donahue did the same thing, so did Benton. So these three all wearing their tires out early in the race. Now they're back to the bottom, so that could start to help with some tire saving for these three drivers.
Ooh. Further in the back, the 94 got very loose off of turn 2, and I don't know how they're saving these cars, Ethan. They're getting close.
Yeah, I've seen it multiple times. They've made contacts back here. Butler and Ortiz battling for 17th position here. Not the start Carlos Ortiz would need in this race.
Speaking of one of our faster guys, Cole Clausen, all the way in the back. He might have some mechanical issues or something because that car is not running how it was in practice.
Yeah, Clausen currently running P20. As we look at the Hornet's Nest back there again, side by side between Hanley and Wilson. Wilson around the outside will pass TJ Hanley. And you get the 6th Braden Hunsicker on the 25th lap in Bristol.
But this last little group of cars, it's more like pack racing back here. They are just side by side. They're all close together. You would think this is a super speedway.
TJ Hanley really falling back through the field. He's back to 10th, possibly 11th, with his teammate Nicholas Martinez going to his inside. And yeah, like Connor said, definitely not looking like Bristol. I mean, they definitely are close because they have to be close to Bristol Motor Speed. We got a car on pit road currently. That is Logan Giesbrecht. He's still sitting on the pits.
Yeah, he's 20 laps down.
He had an early pit road thing, so. And here's the 11 of Trenton Wilkin currently leading, and Bristol having a good start. Was very fast in practice, and he's leading on lap 28. Matt Grab, though, he's looking to keep his head in the game here tonight. Must-win situation to make the championship for, but having a good run so far, currently running 4th. And we know how good Matt Grab is on the long runs. Matthew White currently 7th. Braden Hunsicker, his teammate, currently 8th. Last two winners in the Cup Series and the round of 8. Hanley and Martinez battling for P10.
Yeah, bro, this pack is now very spread out finally. So, yeah, we don't got any battles back here, but up front could. Crap. Oh, never mind. They're battling back here.
So they're lapping the 13 of Juan Cobbs Jr., who is way off the pace. There's the 8 of Cameron Chandler, currently running 3rd. Rich Cherry currently 2nd, and Trenton Wilkin currently leading. Top 3 all non-playoff drivers. And Wilkin, the only one that's actually technically full-time.
Of course, the whole top 5, 3 out of the 5 are non-playoff drivers, and the 2 playoff drivers are Matt Grab and Aiden Donahue. The whole top 10 only has 3 or 4, and most of them are already locked in.
Oh, to the inside is Martinez, and they almost make contact. Hanley on the outside, nearly in the wall. Still side-by-side with Nicholas Martinez. This battle continues to rage on.
Yeah. Matthew White, Braden, and Cole seem to be tire saving, and TJ's trying to find a way around Martinez as he does get clear. Still right in the top lane as they're catching a lap car, Juan Cobbs Jr. So he's going high. TJ's going to be going high as well, and this is not going to be working out in TJ's favor.
Yeah, he'll have to back out of it and let the lap car go. Cobbs Jr. is way off the pace. Must be an issue with his machine. So here is Payson Lindsay, currently running 13th. He's going to need to do a lot better tonight if he wants to try to advance the Final Four. Then you got Carlos Ortiz all the way back to P17, battling with Cole Clausen for 16th place. We got a battle for second place heating up. It was Cameron Chandler going around the 29er at Sherry, and here is the 50 of Brad Havrilla being put one lap down. So on lap 38, you can see some of your drivers already falling back a lap down. That's what we said could happen, especially if you start in the back, and it's happening to Brad Havrilla, who is having issues as of late.
Yeah. It seems like there's little groups of cars in between everyone. I mean, you got Matthew, Braden, Cole, and Martinez. Then you got a couple stragglers. Then behind them, there's another pack, which is Payson, Miller, and Butler. Reminiscent of drafting packs.
So we
Even
see
though- Go ahead.
Cole Wilson to the inside of Braden Hunsicker. Hunsicker back around the outside of his teammate Matthew White, and you can see the outside is definitely very, very powerful. We'll see how that plays out later in the race when they're actually able to not have to save. Oh, they're going 3 wide down the front straightaway. To the outside goes Martinez. Gonna get 2!
Oh my gosh!
Matthew White was completely sideways off the bumper of Cole Wilson. He'll save it, and he'll drop to 10th.
That's gonna have been very bad. Those are teammates.
That was a big save, though, by Matthew White. And they're not teammates, technically. I would never...
He's
No,
a
ETR.
Ford.
He's ETR.
He's a Ford.
He's ETR.
There's a 12 and a 22.
Not teammates. Nope. Nice try.
Fat pole. Number 1. Anyways.
All right. And then you got Dylan Banks currently running 11th. So side by side between Lindsay and Butler. And then here is Carlos Ortiz. Oh, he's in the wall. But he's starting to slowly pick off some more drivers to make passes.
I think Ortiz is just pushing his car a little bit too much. If he's catching this wall, it's not good.
So we got drivers going laps down. The leaders are in heavy lap traffic now. Oh, Cameron Chandler has Andrew Stacy stepping on the brakes basically right in front of him. So these drivers in the back, like Ortiz, Lindsay, Clausen, they got to pick up here because the leaders could be on their bumpers. As now Chandler to the inside of the 90 of Tomlin. Tomlin gets in the wall slightly. Juan Cup Jr. now being put maybe 2 laps down here in Bristol.
Yeah, Dylan Banks is starting to catch Cole Wilson. That's going to be splicing up here soon. Bryce Benton and Nicholas Martinez are battling going into turn number 3. And up front.
Oh!
Oh, 1 car on the wall!
That's the 13 of Cobbs Jr. Oh, we got nearly a spinner to the inside is Andrew Stacy. He'll save it. We will stay green. He hits the wall. And we stay green. We'll not bring out the caution for the first time tonight on lap 50. I know a lot of drivers are definitely wanting caution, especially in the back if you're being in jeopardy and being put a lap down pretty soon.
Yeah, that's what happens if you're trying to save your tires, but you're over-saving. You got a bigger chance to get put lap down. Even though you might have a little bit fresher tires than the leaders, it's still not a good thing to do.
Side by side between Aiden Donahue and Matt Graff for P4. Richard Cherry also backing up. Chandler and Wilkin have kind of both pulled away. Matt Graff back around the outside of Donahue, who'll re-clear him. Here is Hunsicker getting around Juan Cup Jr. And then you got Benson kind of stepping on the brakes. Cole Wilson to his inside. Dylan Banks back there on the 88.
There's so much accident around this track that has a football field in the middle of it. I mean, this is a stadium, and we got some good racing going on.
We've been all green so far, 54 laps in. Nearly had a scare with, of course, Stacy getting sideways. They're going almost 3 wide around the lap car. Cobbs Jr. And Juan Cobbs Jr. is way off the pace here. Gonna get dangerous to some of these leaders.
Yeah, thinking this is Emster racing, you got the GT cars, you got the GTPs and the LMP2s.
I would say Juan Cobbs Jr. definitely would be a GTD car.
Yeah.
Sorry,
As
Juan.
Dylan Banks is trying to get around Bryce Benton. He has caught or not Cole Clausen, he already passed him. He has caught Cole Wilson and Nicholas Martinez, sorry, Cole Clausen. He's showing a lot more speed. Going to show how much he did save those tires, it's starting to pick up right now.
Of course, the last 250 lap short track race that we had in the Cup Series, they're going 3 wide around lap cars. Nicholas Martinez aggressively. Oh, Wilson spins, caution. Oh no, Tomlin's in the wall. Caution, 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 caution.
Free pass, baby. Let's go.
Caution will come out for the first time on lap 59. And it all started where Cole Wilson made contact with Eli Tomlin. So let's see how that all played out.
He saved it, so I hesitated on throwing it, and...
yeah, then they started...
yeah. That was a very odd wreck.
It's like Tomlin just came up on him and then turns Wilson in the wall. And then Tomlin hits the wall again, and he gets slammed by Matthew White, and then that's just a dangerous spot for the lap car to be, especially when it's broken. So caution came out, just to be on the safe side.
As everybody comes down in pit road to take their tires. And of course you have cars staying out to
Off pit road first will be Wilkins. Second is going to be Cheery. He beats Chandler. Third's going to be Chandler. Fourth is going to be, I believe, Aiden Donahue. Fifth, Matt Grabb. Sixth, Braden Hunsicker. Seventh, Martinez. Eighth, Banks, and others coming off pit road. So I'm going to be interested to see if we see some wave rounds. That could be a possibility.
You want me to?
No, well, no, I mean them waving themselves around by staying out.
Okay, I was about to say I don't remember the rules. It's been a long time.
So Erdman, Lindsay, they're gonna. A lot of these drivers that were laps down will pit. They will not be able to take the wave around. So we've had 61 laps under green for the first run of the night. It's the first yellow flag in Bristol.
Say it like that.
So definitely interesting start to the night. Good 60 laps of action. So we're under caution number 1.
Yeah, hopefully cautions don't breed cautions because this could be very bad.
Yeah, well, they were. I would say that was honestly comparing it to Xfinity last night.
Yeah.
The first 60 laps. Wow. Very big improvement, I'd say. So Wilkins going to be electing to take the outside here on Cherry. So the outside does get a better jump here at Bristol. One of the rare moments where the leader would prefer the outside lane.
Yeah, better jump on fresh tires. We saw it yesterday with what was it? Honeyman, I believe, or Honeycutt.
Ryan Honeycutt.
Yeah, he got the outside, but out of turn 2, he tagged the wall and another wreck happened. So as we're coming back green.
Back underway on lap 63, and you can see the outside. What an advantage it has as we're back underway in Bristol. And it's Wilkin and Donahue both getting clear. Remember those two in the Xfinity Series last season. Chandler backing up. Here comes Martinez to the outside. He passes Cherry. Then he got Chandler back on the top. He got Benton on the outside as well. The 6th, Braden Hunsicker down low. And they're side by side. Oh, he got a spinner. No, he saves it. What a great save by Cole Clausen in the 71 to be able to hang on to it and stay green. And then you got CJ Urban coming off pit road. Bit of a bobble there by Hunsicker. Matthew White back in the field trying to make some spots up.
Battle for third between Cameron Chandler and Martinez. Aiden Donahue second. I did not realize he was this far up in the field.
Oh! Part of the wall goes Andrew Stacy. Will he save it? And no caution. He's going to be able to be out of the way. Second accident Stacy has been involved in tonight, but we'll keep it green. I thought he was sliding back up into the field. Luckily, he didn't.
I know. I was looking there as well.
And now he's way off pace. Should probably get out of the way of the leaders, and he will. Good job on Andrew Stacy by that.
Very mature drive. 3 wide going into turn number 1. Cole Wilson and John Butler made it 3 wide on Matthew White. Very risky, but it worked out.
Yeah, this is an absolute mess back here, as you can see. Everybody just fighting for a position.
Yeah, the bird's nest really shows on restarts.
Butler falling back. Oh, Cole
Oh,
Clausen completely loose.
Oh,
He's in the wall, and he's now got damage on his 71 machine.
What in the actual hell?
nope, swearing on stream.
Okay, buddy.
All right, so looking up front, Stacy back on the track, and now he's now sitting in front of second place. One Cubs Jr. hit the wall ahead of them. Second place Hayden Donahue on the 72nd lap of this one in Bristol. Cobbs Jr. in the middle of the leaders, and now he's right in front of Andrew Stacy. Chandler's gonna go 3 wide around him on the bottom. Yeah, lap traffic in Bristol is one of the most chaotic things we have in the Cup Series.
Yeah. Risk versus reward. Getting around them quick, yeah, it would be good, but sometimes it can end up in a wreck.
Trenton Wilkin has dominated so far here tonight. 74 laps in as we see Cobbs Jr. on the outside. Carlos Ortiz has come back. He's up to 6th after running about 17th before the caution flag. Got a great restart. And look at this side-by-side battle. Looks like Daytona over here.
Yep, definitely a bunch of come and goers. And yeah, this battle still heating up between these 5. Just good racing overall, and you see the outside just so powerful. Oh my God, Cole Wilson just blocked John Butler at last second.
So, contact between Havrilla and Cole Wilson. Cobbs Jr. way up the racetrack here again. And I don't know about this 13. He is way off the pace. This is getting dangerous with this 13 car. Chandler got around Aiden Donahue up front. As we look at the 24, and now look at Chandler to the inside for the lead in Bristol. Good run back around the outside for the 11 of Wilkin. Cameron Chandler battling for the lead.
Yeah, Wilkin's been dominating all night, and Cameron Chandler's trying to take that away from him.
Ooh, slide by the 8.
Never mind.
We got 45 to go till the halfway break in Bristol. At the battle up front, going back here once again. Martinez maybe looking to the inside of Pace and Lindsay. He's on his bumper. Martinez having a solid run currently in P6. Carlos Ortiz up to 5th. He's in the top 5. We got a battle here between lap car Andrew Stacy and Bryce Benton. Now Chandler has found the outside on the 11 of Wilkin. Chandler getting momentum. He's got a huge run. Oh, and they make contact! Wilkin to the wall. Chandler to his inside now. They get around the lap car. Wilkin has some damage. He slams the wall again. The lap car of Juan Cubs Jr. in a terrible spot. And now Chandler's going to take the lead, and Trenton Wilkin to the 11 got turned, maybe made it almost a late block. Chandler had such big momentum around the outside, and he has damaged the dominant car of the day.
Yeah, we do have 2 retirements out of the race. It is CJ Ernman and Logan Giesbread. Both of them are out, and I'm pretty sure Logan, start of it was not good. But Ortiz is pushing people out of the way.
Yeah, he knows he has to maybe even win here tonight.
Oh my God, lap car!
Ortiz is definitely always aggressive, but tonight could be a new levels. They're going to set the lap car 3 wide.
It's getting really risky with them.
Wilkin falling back, but he's not losing much time to Aiden Donahue just yet. So it looks like he's kind of gotten back in rhythm. Oh, but he's now in the wall slightly. And he's looking to get up into the fence, but he made a mistake there and basically hit it.
Yeah.
Cameron Chandler now leading for the first time tonight.
Yeah, throughout the field, it's pretty much single file unless there's a lap car. I mean, John Butler's right in the top lane trying to get around Cole Wilson. So, as he's going to duck low, has a nose there. Now to, oh, and he's blinking out.
Havrilla, he's currently 2 laps down in the middle of this mess. And Ashton Miller, he's been quiet tonight, inside the top 10 now. The 90th lap of the race, Trenton Wilkin has begun to kind of reel in Cameron Chandler once again. He's on the wall, making time.
Yeah, side by side now, or almost side by side. Cole Wilson and Ashton Miller, as they're gonna have to pass a lap car. They're gonna split them 3. Again.
Oh my God. Juan Cobbs Jr., man, I don't know how he's even taken this at this point.
I don't know, but if they're not wrecking and passing him, then screw it.
Oh, Chandler held up by the lap car. Clausen hits the wall slightly, and now Wilkins there.
Clausen took up the whole entire track to keep him behind.
I stayed at the damn top.
As they battle for the lead here in Bristol. And they're now both on the wall. Looks like Wilkin might have hit it slightly, and that's the now Juan Cobbs Jr. Gets out of the way, gonna spoil some of the leaders' fun. Oh, and now in the wall goes the 11 of Wilkin once again. He's been getting really, really close to the fence. Has to try to avoid that.
Yeah, but these tires, man. Those tires on his car are probably asking him for help. I mean, he's almost hitting the wall again. He is pushing this car to the limit as we see Cobbs Jr. in pit road.
So we have 30 to go till the halfway break. That can be back in an instant. Be done in an instant if we don't have a caution here. Had 1 caution of the night. And here comes Wilkin. He's there on Chandler. So they head down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 yet again.
As Cameron's trying to steal his line, give him some dirty air, get him more tight. Good blocking strategy, especially in these next-gen cars. Dirty air is not your friend if you're in second.
Oh, and Chandler!
To the wall.
Yes, he is easing the fence slightly. Look it up here. Matthew White is in jeopardy being put a lap down. He's in this absolute mess with so many cars going all around it. And these drivers over here need to pick up the pace because these two battling for the lead currently could be on the bumpers as we come to lap number 100 in Bristol.
Yeah. Out of 250, there's still 150 to go. And what must these drivers be thinking? Cole Clausen.
They are thinking that this is getting absolutely insane, and they're hoping that they don't get put in the wall, unlike what just happened to me.
And we got your 2 leaders once again still ripping the fence here, and just look at this mess. Oh my God. It is just
a bird's nest.
Yes, it is. Right in front of the leaders, Dylan Banks is involved, Matthew White's involved, Ashton Miller's involved. 3 playoff drivers. And one of them is in a must-win situation.
Right? Yeah, wait, hold on. Who's below the cut line?
Miller is who's in that battle. Matthew White's already locked into the next round, but
Oh,
Dylan...
Wilkin in the wall!
Oh, spin! Down the front straightaway, caution! It's Andrew Stacy again. He causes the first caution and he causes the second caution. Around goes the 96. He's had a tough night. Let's take a look at what happens.
Wait, did Stacy cause the first caution?
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Dylan Banks just got him. Got him sideways, and he's 3 wide in the middle of this mess and couldn't hang on.
I mean, kind of props to him, though, for not wrecking to Miller or Matthew. But sucks for him to be moved up the track like that.
So this is where it gets interesting. If I was a lap down, I would take the waiver rounds, and if I'm not getting the free pass. Because you would be on pit road anyways in about 15 laps once we go back green for the stage break.
And you'll save a set of tires, which I don't think is really necessary, but you never know.
Yeah, you got 5 sets. You're putting your second one on now for the leaders. So that leaves you 3 sets to go for the rest of this race. We're fresh to your tires for everybody, it looks like. The leaders, at least. And off pit road, it's a great stop by the 24. He'll be off first. Second will be Martinez. Third going to be the 8 of Wilkin, or 8 of Chandler. And Trenton Wilkin definitely repairing some damage here on pit road. And 4 drivers going to stay out that were on the lead lap. Richard Cherry, Dylan Banks, Matthew White, and Ashton Miller. So this is where it gets interesting.
Yeah,
Jerry,
we might
of course,
see a little. We might see a little bit of wheel spin on the start. That's gonna be probably very bad, but who knows?
Cheer, of course, started on pole here tonight. Kind of fell back through the field, running about 9th or 10th when the caution came out. And yeah, so Kloss and Lindsay both get back on the lead lap. I'm honestly shocked that Hanley pitted. See, I believe he was only one down. Yeah, so I'm definitely shocked he pitted. I would have stayed out and taken the waiver, but he might be doing that for the halfway break, but I don't know. The only one I think actually taking the waiver rounds and not getting the free pass is Payson Lindsay. And there he goes.
I got the free pass during both cautions. I mean, I might be the luckiest dog in the entire field.
But you do have damage.
I do have 6 minutes of optional repairs. Yes, you are correct.
So we'll be back underway on lap 109.
That car is definitely broken.
So it'll be 17 to go till the halfway break. So it's going to be a pretty quick shootout here at Bristol for the halfway break win.
Indeed it will.
All right, Dylan Banks starting on the outside here. So watch Dylan Banks in the 88. Was so confident coming in, and he's got the preferred lane. Back to the guy who restarts, then they go. Green flag back in the air. Cherry's able to take off. White's now on the bottom. He got Banks on the outside. Into 1 and 2 they go. Banks stripping the boards down the backstretch. And Cherry currently with the lead. Oh, Martinez! He will save it. Wow. What a save by the 48 of Nicholas Martinez. Thought that was going to be a big one. Now
Yeah,
we
I
got
thought
it
that was going to be the whole field.
side by side between White and Donahue. Donahue on the inside of Matthew White. He's going to take over third from the looks of it as they go up the racetrack behind him. Now Cherry sliding up. You got Donahue with a big run. He's to the outside of Dylan Banks. Banks now to the inside of Cherry. Donahue with nowhere to go.
It is pack racing here at Bristol.
Donahue to the outside, looking for the lead. Cherry slides. Now Banks blocks the 12. They're side by side for the race lead. And Aiden Donahue will take the lead. And look at this mess back here. Everybody just fighting for all these positions.
Yeah, you still got 3 sets of tires left, so if theoretically you're good to the end.
Ooh. Chandler had a bit of a
almost
moment.
spun.
They're 3 wide down into 1 and 2. Down the backstretch they go. Benton will come out on top, side by side between Matthew White and Braden Hunsicker. They all go down to the inside and down the front straightaway with 10 to go as One Cops Jr. gets out of the way. 10 to go to the halfway right. Contact between Benton and Hunsicker.
Oh my gosh. This is a lot of hard racing up here.
3 wide.
Almost.
Oh, Banks slides.
Oh my gosh.
Banks has to be careful. He only came in plus 19. And with other drivers that need points running up inside the top 10, he can't afford anything.
This is some excellent racing. As the front 2 are pulling away, though.
Huge run for Hunsicker. He passes Cherry, but slides as well. Now you got Benton in the 9. And a battle for the lead starting to heat up. They're almost 3 wide. Look at this mess. 3 by 3 down the front straightaway. Still 3 wide.
Ortiz trying to get some more positions.
Man, oh, look at this.
Get the 3 wide again.
Martinez now in the middle. White's almost in the wall.
Richard on those old tires, and it's kind of showing now. But man, Matthew tagged the wall.
Matthew White once again in the wall, side by side between Matthew White and Cole Wilson. 3 wide. Back to the inside for the 21 of Carlos Ortiz. He's in the middle. Cherry is definitely falling back on those older tires. Matt Grab in the middle now.
As it's starting to maybe calm down, I'm probably going to jinx that.
5 to go till the halfway break. Here's Miller on the bumper of White. He gets up the race, 3 wide again! What a battle. All throughout the pack.
Non-stop 3 wide action here at Bristol so far.
4 to go to the halfway break. Donahue and Chandler battling for it. Let's take a peek at the battle for the lead.
Oh my gosh! They almost went through it again.
We need multiple screens at this point to watch the action at Bristol Motor Speedway.
We need to find out how to do side by side.
I wish it was possible in iRacing, but down to the inside goes Ortiz on Banks and almost contact, and then they're still battling for the lead, of course, between Donahue and Chandler.
There's a lot of bumping happening in this second group.
2 to go to the halfway break. Let's peek up front. Final lap in the stage, and they're catching the 11 of Wilkin, who is really just not going off early. He would get the free pass down the back straightaway for the final time in the stage for Aiden Donahue. To the inside he goes on Wilkin. You see if Wilkin lets up. He will not. Aiden Donahue is going to see the green white checker flag. He'll win the stage. Second could be Chandler. Third to Hunsicker. Fourth Benton. Fifth Martinez. Sixth Wilson.
Yeah, put yellow out.
Yes, seventh, and they all go throughout the field. Caution is out. Halfway break in Bristol. What a, my God. Whew, let's take a breather.
Whew, I wish that was the end of the race.
Man. That would have been the end of the race if this was Xfinity. But it's
That
not.
is true. Oh my gosh. Someone else just got slammed.
So TJ Hanley will get the free pass. Your leaders are pitting. They're going to put their third set of tires on here, so they're only going to be left with 2.
Yeah, but they need to put those on. I mean, other than Cheery and a couple others, they still got, what, 3 sets left? As Cole Wilson just missed his pit box.
So the
Typical
drivers,
Cole Wilson.
the 4 that stayed out will have 3 after this pit stop. The drivers that didn't stay out will have 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for Donahue. He'll be off first. Second, gonna be Hunsicker on. He gets past Chandler. Third's gonna be, fourth's gonna be Benton. Fifth will be Ortiz. Sixth's gonna be Matt Grabb. Seventh, Miller, who's been quiet. Same thing with Matthew White. He's been quiet as well. He's come filing off pit road.
I like how there's just only 1 pit box on the backstretch.
Who even has that?
It's Andrew Stacy.
Oh.
It's Andrews.
He's a little lonely back here.
Just a little bit.
Not a great pit stop for Dylan Banks. He'll restart 14th.
I just need one more caution, and then I'll have all my damage repaired.
Man, what a first half though in Bristol.
Yeah.
Wow. Kept us on our
Shall
toes.
Shall we talk to our 2 drivers in here and tell them how the first half went for them?
Sure.
All right, Cole Wilson, how did the first half go?
We started off pretty strong, and then I think it was Erdman. I'm not sure though. It was a lap car, I know for sure, and he just kind of wrecked us. So I had 2 minutes of repairs. So been trying to get that repaired. Only 20 seconds left of it, but still we've had mega wheel damage this entire race so far. So just been trying to come back. Had a good end of the stage with all the people on the old tires. Got 6, but gonna hopefully get all that damage repaired and then drive back up front.
I would say Cole Clausen will speak to you, but we're 1 to green and we're about to start off the second half, so
We will restart with 120 to go. All right.
We'll go by quick.
Gonna be interesting to see if we get any long runs like before. Green flag back in the air in the second half. Donahue has a great jump on the inside. Then he got Chandler going back in the second around the 6th of Braden Hunsicker. 3 wide already. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Butler almost spun down the back.
09 has to get out of the gas. And Benton in the wall. Oh, he almost gets turned. They stack up. And they all somehow save it again.
They can't keep getting away with this.
To the inside, though, for the lead, Cameron Chandler and Aiden Donahue. Donahue gets that momentum. Whoa!
Oh my gosh, if these were the Xfinity cars, we'd have about everybody wrecked by now.
I mean, yeah, we saw that last night.
Yeah. Now, Matt Grabb is trying to pass
Whoa!
my in. Oh my gosh.
Somehow they save it again. White now around the outside. He's going to go. He's up to 6th, the best he's run all day long. Now, here's
Carlos
Chandler.
Ortiz.
Oh! Your leader in the wall!
Fourth.
Aiden Donahue hit the wall. He got really loose. Cameron Chandler had the back out of it, and he may lose second. Here's Hunsicker who's inside. These three, of course, had that great battle for the win in Chicagoland 2 weeks ago.
I'm not gonna say it, but I'm not trying to jinx anything, but Carlos Ortiz, fourth? He is...
I mean, Dylan Banks has to be worried. He's currently running in 12th. That's not good points to start off with already for finishing. And then Ortiz now up in the main battle for the lead. Here's Chandler though to the outside of Aiden Donahue. They make contact slightly though, but the Aiden Chandler looking to take the lead in Bristol. And he will. New leader in Bristol, Cameron Chandler.
It is Cameron Chandler's birthday today, so he's trying to go for a birthday win. Can he pull it off?
I believe that would be the first ever driver in the Cup Series to win on their birthday, if that happened tonight. Matthew White is coming. He's around the outside. Oh, and he's in the wall. Commentator's curse.
We've been calling a lot of those tonight, haven't we?
Yeah, I've seen. And here is Dylan Banks to the inside of Haverilla. He's still stuck in P12. He came into this race with so much confidence, but just not a whole lot of speed for Banks tonight.
Kind of seems like he's being patient.
But how much longer can he be patient as now Hunsicker gets around Aiden Donahue?
Yeah, Wilkins back here too. After a couple incidents, it probably repaired some damage.
Yeah, Wilkins
But
dominated the first half, most of it at least.
Banks is just falling back. I don't know if there's something broken on that car. I've never seen it hit the wall, so I'd imagine not.
Yeah, he's back to 15th.
Oh my gosh, it was fun.
Back to 15th now, side by side with Hanley. Hanley trying to get 15th away, and he's going to fall back to P16, the 88 of Dylan Banks. I mean, but how much longer if he's saving? Can he save? He's got a little damage on the 88 machine. I mean, before you know it, if we're under green this whole time, the race is going to be over. How fast laps click down.
And having Ortiz up in the top 5 is not looking good for him.
He's got to be careful. Carlos Ortiz currently running 5th.
Yeah, Matthew White just passed Aiden Donahue for 2nd. Wait, no, 5th? Yeah.
3rd.
Something like that. 3rd, sorry. But Ortiz still has pace. If it's anybody's race at this point, I mean, one caution comes out towards the end of this race and we're going to have a shootout.
There's your leader, the 8 of Chandler, 2nd place Braden Hunsicker, and then a bit of a fight back here.
Yeah. Speaking of Braden Hunsicker, I mentioned him earlier in this race, how consistent he is in these races. And seeing him actually win at Chicago proved that he has a winning pace. It's just he has to line it up perfectly and be there in the right place at the right time.
Carlos Ortiz around Aiden Donahue for 4th. And Dylan Banks definitely not liking to hear that news.
Yeah, I'm hoping Banks has someone that's talking to him about these point situations, because right now it's Dylan needs to be up here battling. There's no hanging around in the back. Oh my gosh, Martinez almost spun on the front stretch.
48, Nicholas Martinez completely sideways. He will save it. We are 100 laps to go in Bristol.
These laps are going to go by quick.
Here's the 12 of Matthew White, currently running 3rd. 2nd is Hunsicker, and your leader, Cameron Chandler, in the 8. And then we look ahead of them. Last car on the lead lap is Cole Clausen, currently running 17th. And there's your leader, Chandler. So they're still a ways away from them. And then, but then you got Dylan Banks falling back as well. And
I was about to say, he's
still falling back.
Cole Clausen's behind Dylan Banks. This is not good.
I mean, yeah, Dylan Banks has to be very, very worried with how his race is going tonight.
Martinez just shoved Payson into the corner, try to bump and run. But he's going to try around the top.
He's got to run.
Get there.
Side by side with the 99.
He's going to be able to clear him out of four.
First, second, side by side, Matthew White around the outside of Hunsicker. Matthew White to P2.
One person that I am watching that I think still has probably some sort of wheel damage is Trenton Wilkin. He is getting really tight trying to pass people, and I just think he has some sort of wheel damage.
And now for
I'm
the
another
lead.
one of those people. Oh, Payson turned Martinez.
Payson Lindsay almost turned Martinez.
Oh, and Wilkin to the inside.
Wilkin.
How did they all save it?
Oh,
There goes my cars. And look at Dylan Banks continuing to lose time. Now 10 seconds back of the leaders. And here we go. Matthew White on the rear bumper of the 8 of Chandler. 91 to go in Bristol. And that's the victory lane you just saw for a second, where one of these drivers will end up tonight.
Maybe, perhaps upside down in the victory lane. I wonder if he can do that.
White has momentum. Chandler stuck behind the lap car. He'll take his line away. The 94 of Erdman. Matthew White could use that as but he gets.
Oh my gosh!
Erdman actually basically stepped on the brakes there and nearly caused a collision.
That almost was about to look reminiscent to Cole Wilson's crash, which was the first caution, where the lap car just kind of came down the track on him, but it actually became clean this time. But Ortiz still in fourth, and I think he's slowly catching Braden.
Yeah, so then you got battle for 5th going on between Aiden Downey and Richard Cherry. Oh, Clausen in the wall. He'll get it out of the way of the leaders with that.
Less than 100 to go, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
85 to go coming to this time by.
Yeah. Like we said, we talked about that like, what, 2-3 minutes ago? How was 100 laps left? Now it's 85. These laps are going by fast, and Dylan Banks is probably stressing.
There he is in the 88. There's the leaders. So maybe about a straightaway and a half away. And then Carlos Ortiz, if he wins, Banks is out no matter what. And he's battling now for 3rd.
It's a win and you're in, but Donahue is catching Ortiz. So this might not be looking so good for Ortiz right now.
Two people that also have to win it in, Matt Grab and Ashton Miller battling for 8th position right now.
They're
Matt Grab in the wall off of turn 4.
Yeah, they're going to need a caution to hopefully be back in this thing, because the leaders are so far out. It's you just got to hope for a caution or they'll mess it up.
Carlos Ortiz to P3, and now here comes Aiden Donahue around the outside. 24 is going for it.
Soon will follow is Richard Cherry. He's been fast all night. Wasn't he our pole center too?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, just consistent speed on this number 29 car.
And Hunsicker is falling back to 6th.
Yeah, after battling with the leaders very hard, I'm not surprised about that.
And here we go to the outside.
Yep.
Alright, round. Payson Lindsay rounds.
Oh, caution, guys. And he's going to get back going right in front of the leaders. So the caution will come out for the 4th time tonight. 3rd one for incident. Payson Lindsay goes around, and he's sitting in the middle of the racetrack. So let's take a look.
And just like that, everything gets changed.
Yeah, oh, Martinez dumped him. So Lindsay
slammed.
Lindsay pushed Martinez hard into the wall, and then Martinez got his revenge. Let's ride along with the 99.
I swear we've seen the 99 car spun around on the backstretch here before. I believe in 2022.
Oh yeah, there's right from there after bit of payback.
Yeah, everybody's coming down for tires. Oh.
Leaders on pit road in Bristol. On lap 174. For fresh Goodyears, this is going to lead the leaders at least, with most of them excluding maybe Cherry, with one set of tires, excluding Cherry and Matthew White. Great stuff for Cameron Chandler. He'll be off first. Second's going to be Aiden Donahue. He gets around Matthew White, who will restart third. Fourth is going to be Cherry. Fifth is going to be the 21 of Carlos Ortiz. And you can see the rest of the field coming off pit road. Here's Dylan Banks. We see a bit of damage on his car. He repaired some of it. We'll see how he goes. This caution, I would say, definitely helped Dylan Banks a lot.
I will be interested once when the time comes to actually ask with Dylan, how bad the damage was and like how severe was it. So stay tuned for post-race interviews. We still got a lot of laps left, or not really a lot, but pretty decent amount of laps left till that happens.
What if I told you that I got the lucky dog for the 3rd time in this race?
Man, you should put it all on red then.
I mean, it's called the lucky dog for a reason.
Yeah. You should fly to Vegas, put your whole life savings on red. Please don't actually do that. Anyone listening, don't do that. Stupid.
Yeah, YouTube, don't mind that.
Yeah, don't mind that.
Never said
I think Pace and Lindsay might be looking for Nicholas Martinez here. Maybe a little bit of beef.
But Nicholas
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Nicholas is in pit road.
Payson came
down.
flying up looking like he wants to wreck somebody.
Okay, but it's Bristol, so let's just calm it down here. Handle it post-race. Don't lead cars getting turned around in the middle of the pack for no reason. So it's going to be 74 to go once we get back underway. Chandler and Donahue on the front row. They used to have battled so many times before. Lately, it's been Cameron Chandler coming out on top. Pace car back down pit road. Back up through the restart zone they go. Green flag back in the air in Bristol. Chandler, a great restart. They're going to be side by side down to the inside. Matthew White on Aiden Donahue. So, of course, you can't start before the leaders. Now, Donahue maybe going to lose 2 spots. You can't start before the... Oh, Matthew White in the wall. Cherry slides as well. And maybe now the 3 wide.
Nope.
Can't start before the leader, though, on the outside.
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
It is a mess once again back here. We see Dylan Banks up to P11. Bent it in the wall slightly. And we'll see what Banks can do on this run.
Ortiz looking to the top of Benton.
Carlos Ortiz needs to go, but he's in the wall. Bryce holds him up. Now he's on his bumper. He's looking to the inside. Now the outside.
Matt grab to the outside of Richard.
Grab there and Jerry. Here comes the 21. Ortiz to the inside of Benson. Trent Wilkin, what a great rebounds. Up to 9th. Here comes Dylan Banks as well up to P10.
Matt Grab and Asher Miller really have to get going since they're in the must-win situation. They got to get up front. Now is a good time to do it.
Yeah, you got to go now. No more guaranteed yellows. Only less than 70 to go. You got to go. It's Bristol. These laps wind down very, very quickly. Here's Ortiz.
Ortiz has to be worrying now. Dylan Banks inside the top 10. Banks came in here with the points cushion, so he can afford to finish behind.
Oh, we got some
Ortiz,
lead. Pace and Lindsay.
What are we doing?
Pace and Lindsay is trying to get payback.
Caution. We got a car upside down. Caution.
What?
Pace and Lindsay try to get payback on Nicholas Martinez.
And that's the
I
second
cannot
time.
believe it.
No.
The second time in these playoffs that Martinez has been on his lid.
This is the second time that we've had a flip at Bristol.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Payson did another one. Payson did a truck series.
And there he goes into the pit barrels to end it off.
If you guys remember FNL, Payson was racing for a race win in the truck series at Bristol and put someone at the wall and flipped them and upside down.
So now on pit road, it gets interesting. Under the 5th caution of the night, that will be looked at, of course, post-race, because, you know.
Well,
both
Pace
of
and
them are in
Lindsay
the
should
wrong.
be. Pace and Lindsay should be
Yeah.
suspended for that, and maybe the rest of the season.
I mean, there's one race left, but okay.
Yeah, he's gonna be suspended for the rest of the off season.
Yep.
Not allowed to come to his team shop. All right, so drivers pitting here. So we had most of your leaders stay out. Obvious reasons. They only have one set of tires left.
Yeah, I would save him until like 50 to go.
Something that really surprised me was people like Dylan Banks, Richard Cherry, Matthew White. They stayed out and got that extra set of tires. So I'm surprised they didn't hit there, take them, and try and drive through the field. Because if they drove through the field, they could still have the same amount of tires as other people and get a lot of traction.
All right, under the caution flag after. Let's just take one more ride along here with Martinez to see what happens. So he's side by side with the 99.
Let's see how well built these cameras are now.
Oh
Yep, and up onto the wall, you can see the rubber. He's eating rubber, and camera's gone.
There it goes.
We have lost signal.
All right, we'll be back underway on lap 189. It's probably go time, I'd have to imagine.
Well,
I mean, I feel like it's been go time all race with the way they've been racing.
yeah. And also the fact that we just got a flip.
Yeah, these restarts are going to get more and more hectic as the race keeps on going. So 2 and 3 wide, I think, will be a common theme, especially on this restart here.
5th caution of the day. 4th for incident. And back underway. Oh, that's a big stack up. Throughout the field they go. Banks to the inside now. They're 3 wide down to the bottom. Oh, and back grab. He'll save it. Oh, they all save it. Oh! But he saved it.
Oh.
All right, so this is going to be just a quick yellow. 5th caution for incident, lap 190.
They're already double filed.
Yeah, give him the one to go this time, I guess. I don't know.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
No, some drivers need damage repair.
Actually,
Yeah, I was
Alright,
about
fine,
to say we
fine.
pits.
Fine.
I don't even know the command for it too.
Oh, Banks, of course, got a piece of it. He's got damage on his front end. He backs up.
And he missed it pit.
I missed it by a bit.
Okay.
Man, these restarts, like Cole said, Cole Wilson said, they're just getting more and more chaotic. I mean, man, what a night it's been so far in Bristol, and we're not even over. Here comes Banks and Wilkin.
Indeed it is.
Here's Cole Wilson coming off pit road. And look at all that rubber. Oh my God. This is just what happens here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Look at the rubber down on the apron. All right, so it'll come to 1 to go this time. Be back underway with 57 laps to go once the green flag comes back out. Banks pitted once again. He is going for everything here. He's pitting multiple times, and he's back out onto the racetrack.
And 2 more retirements. It is. Well, I believe CJ. Nope, CJ's out, and so is Eli Tomlin.
And then you got Andrew Stacy running 50 laps down, but still making laps.
He's just having a good time.
Payson Lindsay will not race for a championship. He is retired from the race.
It was tough going in, but Lindsay, after a great season, 1 win in Daytona, will be out. Back underway in Bristol. More of an even start and more of a clean start, at least for the restart part. But here we go, down into 1 and 2. Ortiz on the inside. He is gonna go for it all, but he gets checked up by the 6 of Hunsicker. Now he's up the racetrack. Cherry to his outside, and Carlos Ortiz gonna fall back to P6. White now in the whoa!
Ortiz,
He saves it. Oh God! Again, caution.
I thought that was gonna be bigger.
Caution out once again in Bristol, and this is now when it gets chaotic after so many long
From
runs.
the looks of that, Miles just got into the quarter panel, Cherry, and then once this car's sideways, it is so hard to save it, and it looks like Cherry overcorrected and got nailed.
I think Benton
well-
got cheery a bit as well.
Yeah. Vulcan also got a bit of cheery. They're all getting the churro today.
Oh yeah, Benton did get him. And then he gets slammed, hits the wall. Somehow everybody mostly avoids him. That
Yeah, I
could've been a
thought
whole
that
lot
was gonna be
bigger.
a big wreck. Yeah.
Alright, it's been a bit of frustrating for your leaders because they've just had stop and goes for a bit. With the wrecks in the back. Wilkin once again on pit road after such a dominant first half. It's kind of just been the story of his season. Has really good speed early on that just gets caught up in stuff that he that just wasn't his fault. Banks off pit road. And you got Martinez and Clausen currently sitting in the pits. Man, it has been some race here tonight.
Cautions do breed cautions, so.
Yeah, and now as it gets later down this race, I wouldn't be surprised if the cautions keep coming, and keep coming.
I mean, we could kind of blame it on Payson and Martinez wreck because after that, kind of.
I mean, yeah, we were green for so long.
Of course, there's
And we
Payson.
had that incident, and another incident which ended up in a flip, then a stack up on the restart, then a wreck happened with, what was it, Dylan Banks, Matt Grab, and all of them, then this most recent wreck with Cheery.
Not really sure what Hunsicker's doing on the outside, but we are going to
Hunsicker.
restart on lap 200.
I think Hunsicker thinks it's a smash to pass. Starting 3 wide.
Yeah, well,
It might as well be with how people are racing out here.
I don't know, last night was definitely.
I mean, this is
I only ran the first 50 laps that one.
this is this season's Daytona 500's first stage compared to what we saw last night,
Yeah. I mean,
where there was.
it can't be worse than Phoenix, so.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. Yeah, that's why you'll never
Who-
see Phoenix on another FedEx schedule ever again. But here we
Who won that
go.
race?
51 remain in Bristol. Green again.
Didn't Brandon win that too?
Side by side down to the inside. Donahue on Matthew White. This is for second.
Alright. This seems a lot more spread out because there's fewer cars now, of course. Wilkin tagged the wall in the back. Havrilla got really tight.
50 to go. Now on the outside, getting charged is Matthew White and Braden Hunsicker. Carlos Ortiz working back here as well. He basically needs to win. And he's gonna be, oh, and he's loose. He slides. Back end of the car almost came around. That shows he is pushing for it all, and he's almost in the wall slightly. Now racing.
Oh, I thought that camera was a lap car for a second. My bad. Yeah, everybody's going towards the top. Donahue staying bottom. So with 50 laps to go, tires are going to be important. You don't want to use them up so early like Ortiz is doing, but who knows, it may work out.
Ortiz must just be betting on some short run, so you would probably love some cautions coming up to maybe put that final set of tires on. Maybe with 20 to go, 25 to go, for his sake.
Yeah.
Now, Carlos Ortiz putting pressure on the 6 of Hunsicker.
Contact between Benson and Hanley.
Yeah, I was about to just say that.
Side by side for 8th. And then here's Matt Grab back here, the must-win situation.
Yeah, one person that's very quiet right now is Miller. He's in 6th. We haven't talked about him barely at all tonight, other than him being quiet.
He's in a must-win situation, so he needs to get up there.
Yeah, he is currently following in Donahue's path and trying to save some tire, and it could work out as Matt Grab is coming to Tiffany. And he's going to get there to the outside. He's going to clear him going into 1.
Matt Grab looking to get 8th place away, would still, of course, not be even nearly close to enough as Hanley start falling back through the field. Side by side, Bryce Benton will get to 9th on TJ Hanley.
Yeah, Dylan Banks, there's damage on that car for sure. He is not making any ground up on anyone.
Banks just trying to hold on.
Yeah, at this point you gotta hold on and hope to hopefully not go a lap down, as the front 3 are all running the top. Carlos is running the middle, and Donahue is going back and forth between the top and bottom.
So yeah, the top 4 all run the top like Connor said, but then yeah,
As soon as you
running
say
the
that,
bottom
Cameron
too.
Chandler and Braden Hunsicker both on the bottom. Matthew White continues on the top. Ortiz at the top. Donahue, Miller, myself, and Grab all on the bottom.
We've seen a bit of another bobble there from the 6 of Braden Hunsicker. He's been loose. Back end of the car is once again you can see it again loose. Carlos Ortiz trying to do anything he can. Almost the wall slightly for the 12 of Matthew White. Cameron Chandler looking to sweep the weekend for the 2nd time in his career.
Yeah, he's walking in here like Kyle Busch, just back-to-back wins in the same weekend. But as Andrew Stacy is wrecked on the backstretch, he gets it going.
No, I don't know where he went, but I
He's
guess
on the apron out of
yeah,
turn
there he is.
4.
Okay, so we stay green.
As they're gonna play 3, maybe? Nope. I mean, other than on the apron.
Look at this run Matthew White got to the back bumper of the day to Chandler. I believe White completely ran the outside. Now he gets tight. Chandler ran the bottom for a minute. Probably didn't like the feel of that. Lost a lot of time, but he's going to regain it with a good set of corners.
Indeed.
Trenton Wilkin, one of the dominant cars of the day, has just retired and gone to the garage.
Fortune for the 11. Mechanical issue there. Down to the inside. Here's Cole Wilson, currently running 8th. Matt Grab. Matt Grab's coming. He's up to P7, possibly P6 on the bumper of Miller. Watch out for Matt Grab later in the race.
Ooh.
Side by side between the 2
Ball.
cars in the must-win situation. Matt Grab and Ashton Miller.
He will get that position. Cole Wilson is maybe looking for another spot as well.
Miller is struggling. He's off the pace all of a sudden. He loses 2 spots out of that. Back to 8th for Ashton Miller. Matt Grab up to 6th, and now, oh, he's in the wall. Really pushing it. He knows he has to win to advance. And look at his stack up.
Up to 10. That's
Yeah,
not
Dylan
what
Banks
Ortiz wants to see in his mirrors.
Dylan
Oh!
Banks is starting to show some speed finally. Ashton Miller just falling off.
Oh, Hunsicker in the wall. They're 3 wide for a second. Ortiz has to try to do something, but he'll get passed by the 24 of Donahue. He's back in the bottom looking for momentum. Now Hunsicker running third.
As Ortiz is getting the information and seeing Banks in the mirror, he's got to be thinking, oh, I got to get my Donahue and Braden here. As, if he wants to make it to the championship point and fight for the championship win.
Yeah, there's no more saving.
Dylan Banks is just fast right now. He has all the speed.
Hunsicker nearly in the wall. To the inside goes the 24. And now Banks, here comes Matt Grab though. All of a sudden into the picture is the 53.
And now Ortiz is gonna possibly be passed by Matt Grab. this is just great racing overall, and now Donahue to the inside of Braden. Not anymore, now he will be.
Almost in the wall for Hunsicker. He's been using the outside as a pick, but here comes
Oh
Carlos
my
Ortiz.
God!
Oh! He's in the wall! And now Matt Grab on the
Here comes
inside.
Matt Grab trying to capitalize on that mistake.
Won't really work out too well, but Hunsicker continues to basically slap the wall. Grab is doing everything he can. Here comes Banks and Cole Wilson into the picture. And Cameron Chandler's
Yeah.
pulled about 1.9 seconds out front, with Matthew White starting to struggle.
I did say that you will need tires by the end of this video, or at the end of this video, what? At the end of this race, and it's just, you have to save tires. 50 laps may be short, but tires still matter.
Donahue got around Hunsicker now. Here comes the 21, Carlos Ortiz, on the bottom. He's basically getting around to the 6th, but they're all ripping the outside, but Ortiz is doing a phenomenal
Oh
job.
my gosh!
And look at him, Bay Racing side by side with Donahue in the 24. For third, Carlos Ortiz almost clears him, and he will.
Here
They're in
comes Dylan Banks!
Banks on the bottom, grabbing
Trying
the
to
outside now.
Yeah, Banks is killing it on the bottom. He is
This is
flying.
what Ortiz hates. He sees Banks in his rear, and he's got to be freaking out in the helmet. He knows he has to go.
Yeah, right now Banks is in just because even if he wrecks out, I'm pretty sure he'll be fine.
Oh, Matthew White off the pace. Here comes Carlos Ortiz and Dylan Banks. But they
Dylan
need one
Banks-
spot better with Chandler leading.
Dylan Banks is just killing that bottom. He has saved so much tire. There's so much rotation.
3 wide!
3 wide!
Banks drops out of it. Here's Ortiz for second on Matthew White.
Now, what can Dylan Banks do to get around these two to perhaps go win this race?
Oh, they make
Near
contact.
the wall!
Banks is up the track.
Matt Grab's coming through!
For second, Ortiz.
Still side by side! While this is going on, Cameron's just pulling away. Oh, Matthew White blinked out for a second, but now Matt Grab to the inside. Dylan Banks is going to be now to the inside of Matthew White. To the inside of, oh my gosh, that was such a aggressive block.
And you gotta be wondering, teammates Carlos Ortiz and Cameron Chandler, I'm assuming it's everyone for themselves at this point, but you never know. Oh!
Oh, there they go!
Carlos Ortiz gonna spin. He saves it, and he gets it back going. No caution. We stay green. That is not what he wants to see. But here is Matt Grab, the second place, but he's in the wall again.
Matt Grab has to catch Cameron if he wants to get it in the championship four.
He's got 4.7 seconds to make up with all that battling, but Matt Grab has came on so strong as of late. But it
Yeah.
may be too little too late.
Carlos Ortiz, that wreck was all net code. It just sucks for that to happen this late in a race.
Side by side, Wilson and White. Battle for fourth. What
Coming
a
to
race.
10 to go.
I mean, a caution could change everything. You never know. There's
Indeed
nearly
it can.
one. There was nearly one with Ortiz. I'm surprised we didn't get one. The amount of action we were having there. Look at John Butler up to 7th, battling with Aiden Donahue.
This is just too. The words can't explain what's happening.
What a fantastic race so far in Bristol. 9 to go. Grab is doing everything possible. Your leader, Chandler, has a bit of traffic, but he still seems pretty clear. But he's
Indeed it
definitely
is.
losing
John
some
Butler
time.
to the inside of Aiden Donahue. This is going to be for 6th.
Door to door. Matt Grab probably just needs to see a caution. If he gets one, he could be in prime position to try to take the win. But 7 laps to go. Time is running out.
Clock is ticking. And Cameron's in the favor of winning as Dylan Banks is going to get to the back end of Matt Grab as this is going to be 3 wide.
Miller
Oh
now being
my
put a lap
gosh.
down. Miller has been falling off as of late. TJ Hanley also one lap down. Miller on the wall slightly. This is probably going to be championship for hopes over for Ashton Miller. He's the wall. Banks back to the inside. Banks just doesn't want to see a caution. He is thanking God that Cameron Chandler is in this race. Because if he wasn't, this would be his championship hopes slipping away with Matt Grab right ahead of him. 4 to go. Chandler open for no caution. Matt Grab needs a caution.
Yeah, he went over the intercom and just begging for a caution.
He's came home second so many times this season. 3 to go for Cameron Chandler up front. Looking for his second Cup Series win of the season. On his birthday. 2 to go. For the driver of the 8. And then we look, Matt Grab currently in second, lap and a half to go. Chandler just trying to make it official. Here's Grab, here's Banks, and look at Cole Wilson coming on strong as of late. Final lap in Bristol for Cameron Chandler. He heads through 1 and 2. What a great race the second half. Down the backstretch for the final time for the 8. He's gonna sweep the weekend. The birthday boy goes to victory lane.
Oh.
He wins Bristol.
The wrecking in turn 2.
Ortiz going, gets slammed.
Oh, the wrecking.
Grab comes home second, not going to be enough, and Dylan Banks will race for a Cup Series championship in Kansas. What a race. Cameron Chandler, the winner. Wow. I mean, that was...
What a race.
Oh. What did we say about taking Bristol off the schedule? You know.
I didn't say it. All Cameron. Even though he won both races.
Unreal. He's getting congratulated by Dylan Banks and Aiden Donahue.
Dylan Banks is probably so happy Cameron won this.
Chandler gonna burn it down.
Number 8 is to victory lane, and Cameron Chandler wins before his birthday and on his birthday.
Unbelievable. He will
Happy
go to victory
birthday,
lane.
Steve Harvey. And our championship 4 is Aiden Donahue, Braden Hunsicker, Matthew White, and Dylan Banks. They are all going to be fighting for a championship in 2 weeks at Kansas Motor Speedway.
What a strong Final 4 that is. All 4 of those drivers with multiple wins on the year. And man, it's all going to come down to Kansas. I don't even know who to pick at this point.
I don't know either.
Matthew White's really good, of course. But we saw Braden Hunsicker the last mile and a half pull off the victory. And then Dylan Banks could be one of the underdogs. You never know. Man, what a finale it's going to be in Kansas. Just wait for that in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, as he is pulling a Kyle Busch and reversing it all the way around the track. We got a lot of people in this, or a couple people in this league that does something similar to this. Me. Yeah.
Wow.
What a race and what an ending.
Oh,
And
hello
Cole
guys.
Clausen got hit. Cole Clausen, that you're gonna have to
Yeah,
attack
I don't.
that.
I blew my motor already, so if anyone wants me to move, you're gonna have to push me.
Oof. And that will do it here at Bristol Motor Speedway. The last great Coliseum with a great finish. I'm not saying last great finish because I think this is coming back.
All right.
those interviews will be showing up.
Okay, so yeah, post-race interviews coming up now. Whew. All right, so Connor, do you want to do like
Yeah.
where you asked the second question?
Yep.
All right. So here we go for post-race interviews from the Bristol Motor Speedway. Man, what a race it was.
Indeed. As we're going to be pulling in our race winner, Cameron Chandler. Man.
Cameron Chandler, what a performance. You win on your birthday, so you will sweep the weekend as well. How are you able to hold on with all of that chaos behind you and take home the victory tonight?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, after the chaos practice session, I didn't think we had much speed in it. I think we went fourth or, I mean, not fourth, eighth or sixth or something like that. But thankfully we had the race pace, was able to, uh, we got stuck behind Woken and I think it was Aiden, maybe someone else too early on. But finally got around them and just were able to run the top, fend off of Matthew, and then I don't know where all that speed came from on the last 50 or so laps, but just were able to pull away by a ton on the top and get it done.
Now, going into this 2-week break with all this momentum after winning back-to-back, how do you think this will help you in the Xfinity Championship?
Yeah, hopefully, Connor, you were sitting there watching, hope getting a little bit scared, and hopefully we go into Kansas in 2 weeks, and you have a nice little skill issue, and make it a little bit easier for bald Steve Harvey to get back to victory or get a championship.
Okay, Steve Harvey.
All right, so of course, Cameron, nice job on the run tonight, and we'll see you in 2 weeks at Kansas where you race for an Xfinity title.
Yep, thank you, and for this time, Lively's custom diecast no longer the official diecast FedEx Cup Series after the owner's iCar maneuver.
You heard it here, folks.
All right, so coming up next is going to be third place finisher Dylan Banks, who advances to the Final Four. And that's Cole Wilson I was tracking. Dylan Banks, what a performance and a comeback for you guys to finish third, and you will advance to the championship four. So it was getting a little bit sketchy back there with you guys losing a lot of time. How are you able to rebound and come home with now a spot in the Final Four for the championship race in Kansas?
Oh man, it's a blessing, man. Anytime I can come out here and compete with these guys, it's awesome, man. I know it wasn't the way we wanted to go tonight. I'm really good on the long run. I can be good on the short run here too, but you can just burn it up so quick if you're not careful. But I just think me and Mac, we were too far in the back to get to Cam. He got out to such a big lead. It was nearly impossible. I mean, I think all three of us were about the same speed there at the end. I was just doing anything I could to make sure I was in a position to where if I needed to be there or do something, I was there, you know. Especially with Mac up there. If he won that race, it'd be a different story right now. So I gotta thank my man Cam. So congrats, buddy.
Going off the whole tire situation and whatnot. For a second, you're falling back so quick. I thought you had some like steering damage or anything. Was it just you trying to save some tire?
Oh yeah, I'll just let him go up there and burn it up. I think it's hilarious. And whoever says Bristol doesn't belong in FedEx, just kick them out. They need to leave. Bristol needs to stay on the schedule, and that's final. This is such a historical track. I mean, you can't get rid of this track. And so is Martinsville. A lot of people complain about Martinsville. Oh, short track racing, blah blah blah. Nah, these short tracks are awesome, man. They put on great races.
Well, the one that would say that is a race winner, so.
I did say I was gonna make a special announcement tonight though. If I could do that on the broadcast, that would be freaking awesome. Is that all right?
Yeah.
So I have decided that that next year I will be signing with Ethan Chandler Racing. I'm
Wow.
signing
All
with
right.
Ethan Chandler Racing.
Wow.
Wow. All right, so we'll talk more after the interview's finished, but glad to have you.
Let's do it, buddy.
All right, well, big congratulations on advancing to the Championship 4, and you'll have a shot at the title in Kansas in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
All right, we'll see you then.
Yes, sir, buddy.
Well, I did say recruiting for Ethan Trendle Racing was was a thing in the practice, so there you go.
Okay, bit of a bombshell news there. We will, I will at least, have more info of that later on. So, Cole Wilson up next for an interview. He finished 4th, and we'll have him up next. So, Cole Wilson, you guys come home for a P4, so you had great speed there at the end of the race. What was it like battling with that insane battle throughout the pack to ultimately come on with a very solid top 5 finish here at the end?
Yeah, good run. I say my tire is a lot better than a lot of others on that last run, because I actually ran the bottom, unlike a lot of other people. So I think if I add 2 more laps, I think I would have came from second. Even like if Ortiz wasn't sitting in the middle of the track in the last corner, I think I would have gone third. But it was a good result overall. I don't like this track, so I'm surprised I finished 4th, beating people like Donahue and White, who are much better than me. But it was fun, and even though I got beaten around a lot today, it was enjoyable.
Yeah, after being involved in that first race caution, you definitely had one of the biggest rebounds we've seen. Probably not. I haven't been here for this long. But you were in the booth. We did talk to you through just overall. How did the race go for you?
Yeah, it was very up and down roller coaster race. But overall, yeah, like you said at the start, uh, just the first 60 laps just ran in line, saving tires, and then obviously I was the first caution getting wrecked by I think it was Eli Tomlin. Lap car just kind of came down on me and turned me head on in the wall, which gave me a lot of wheel damage, unfortunately. So lots of pit road time, but especially because it's so easy to get lapped here. So over the course of about 7 cautions, I think, got all the damage repaired, and then we're finally able to show the speed we had, which I definitely think we had good speed, and get back up there and finish top 5.
All right, well, nice job on the run here tonight at Bristol, where you guys come home with the top 5 finish, and we'll see you next week, where you try to race for an Xfinity Series title.
Thank you.
Coming up next is going to be Aiden Donahue, came home 5th. Aiden Donahue, a solid night for you guys. Will come home in P5. So we saw you battling up there for the lead. And then what happened to kind of get you guys a little bit further back? Of course, you're already locked into the final 4 on points. But what happened there towards the end of the race where you guys kind of fell back? And then you guys gained a couple of positions towards the later stages even.
It was pick your poison. Rather save your tires and drop back to 7th and pray there isn't a caution, or try and keep up with Cameron on the bottom and Matt and all them on the top and not lose as much position. I mean, it was like at that perfect point where it was like you could push and get away with it, or you could save and get away with it. And I mean, the guys that saved their tires did a very good job and stormed past all of us at the very end of the race. But big congrats to Cameron. I mean, he seemed like he was saving tires and taking off like a bullet. I don't even know how he was doing that at all. But big congrats to him, and yeah, big congrats to Dylan and getting to the Final Four with us. It's very competitive championship now, so game on.
Speaking of that championship in 2 weeks at Kansas, what is your mental strategy and physical strategy to hopefully go win a championship since it is your first year in the Cup Series?
It's gonna be all or nothing in those 2 weeks. You know, you get through the race obviously, and you do that by saving tires and, you know, trying to manage your position and stuff like that. It is Kansas, so it's a mile and a half, especially with the next gen car. So we're probably gonna have some non-playoff drivers in the mix. I'm sure of it. But nonetheless, I'm ready for the challenge, and me and the 3 other guys are probably been the 4 best all year. So if anyone deserves a championship at all out of any of us, it is one of us. Whoever wins it deserves it 1,000%.
All right, well, well, nice job here on the top 5 finish, and good luck in the Kansas Championship race in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
All right, so coming up next here tonight, post-race interviews, is going to be John Butler came in with a very solid P6 finish. So John Butler, a great comeback towards the end of the race here tonight. You guys will come on P6. So you started off the race maybe running like 17th. Then you had great speed towards the end. So what was it like battling up there in the top 10, eventually coming towards close to the top 5 to come home with a solid 6th place finish?
Yeah, that was the drive. Normally, ever since I was out of the playoffs, I've been like doing this challenge where I just start from pit road, see what I could do. I mean, it started off slow for sure. I was just trying to figure it out because practice, I ain't getting no practice because I ain't gonna lie, there was wrecks everywhere. I wasn't able to do anything. But yeah, at the end, I started to figure it out and I saved my stuff and I was able to get past a couple people. I was not able to get past Aiden. It's just the top is so good and I wasn't able. And then at the end, I got wrecked. Well, not wrecked, but I hit the wall and wrecked my car because someone was stopped up below me. But it was a good race for me.
All right, so we're heading to Kansas next week for the championship finale. So, what do you guys think you're going to be able to keep the momentum up and come home with another solid finish, or possibly even your first career win in the season finale at Kansas in 2 weeks?
I would hope so. I would hope so. I see Kansas. See Kansas, one of my good tracks. I know it well. Hopefully, I could do well at it. But hopefully, I don't have any internet issues because it was plaguing my race. I mean, I was blinking everywhere and stuff, and everyone was hitting the wall. But it was kind of hurting my eyes. But let's hope I get that fixed. But I would like to thank my spotters, Baron. I mean, he didn't really do much this race for some reason, but he was doing his job. And the other guy, Alexander, he didn't even show up, so I don't know about that. I gotta have to talk to him, but I like to thank my spotters for always being there.
All right, well, nice job on the 6th place finish here tonight at Bristol, and we'll see you next week, or I'm sorry, 2 weeks in Kansas for the season finale.
Yep. See you there.
All right, so coming up next, post-race interviews from the Bristol Motor Speedway is going to be Bryce Benton. Bryce Benton, decent night for you guys. It'll be P8 for you guys here tonight. So take me throughout the race where guys were just trying to tire save. You're in the middle of the pack. You're in the middle of the melee all day long. So what was it like there, racing with all these cars, 3 wide action throughout the pack all night long for this 250 lap event?
Yeah, it was pretty tight racing. I was just kind of trying to tire save as much as I could. It was just kind of tough to do. I kind of did okay with it. A few times. Then on that last run, I wish I had tire save because I had just decided to do what everyone else was doing and run the top, and I killed my tires, and that ended up having me lose multiple positions. And then it was a wild finish for P8 because White and Brad me and Brad ran into White who was wrecking, and then I just got around those two, and I finished with a absolutely junk car. But yeah, still P8's pretty good, and at least I was able to finish that race unlike last night.
All right, so we're heading into the championship finale next week at Kansas Speedway. So, what do you guys think your expectations are heading into a 1.5 mile race next week for Kansas? Or I'm sorry, 2 weeks, I should say, for Kansas for the Cup Series.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm more excited for the Xfinity race than the Cup race because I know Xfinity I could definitely get the win there because that's like my best combo. I remember I was really fast there on Friday Night Live when we did that. But with Cup, I think we could do okay. Just hopefully we can get a solid finish and maybe bring home a win in Xfinity and maybe Cup.
All right, well, nice job here on the run tonight to come home P8 after a hard-fought battle all day long, and we'll see you next week for the championship race, or 2 weeks. I keep on saying next week, 2 weeks for the championship races in Kansas.
Yep.
All right. Up next, Cole Clausen came home P11. So Cole Clausen, 250 laps complete. I think you got the lucky dog more than 250 times. It felt like in this race. So taking throughout the race, and especially towards the end for you guys will ultimately finish one lap down.
Yeah, I think we definitely got the lucky dog more than 250 times, obviously. But pretty chaotic race. Unfortunately, it was bad right from the start. I think I got into it with CJ Erdman, I think maybe. I don't know. I think he kind of put me in the wall, but I'm not really going to blame him because I don't even know if he did it or not. It might have been like Andrew Stacy or someone else. I don't really know. But, that it is what it is. I also hit the wall multiple times and then I got a bunch of damage. So, had to repair that at Bristol. So, and when you're on pit road at Bristol, obviously you don't have a lot of time without going a lap down when you're trying to repair damage on pit road. So that was kind of a mess. But somehow, some way, I got 3 lucky dogs. Might be the most ever in FedEx history if we don't count the times that people would get like 500 waiver runs back in like season 2 or whatever. But anyways, to finish 11th, I feel like obviously not the result we wanted, considering the fact that we finished second here in season 2. But with the day that we had, I think we'll definitely take that. But hopefully we go to my best track in 2 weeks at Kansas, and I'm not moving out of the way for the Championship 4 drivers. I feel like I have a really good shot to get a great finish next week, and I'll respect them. I'm not going to turn them or anything for a win, but hopefully everything goes well next week, and hopefully get a good finish there.
All right, well, we'll see you in the season finale from Kansas Speedway.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was your defending series champion, looking to get a win at Kansas next week to end off his year. Coming up next, post-race, is going to be Ashton Miller. So Ashton Miller, unfortunate, kind of late race finish for you guys. You guys will finish in the 13th. You kind of fell off there at the end of the race. Tires probably going away, and you guys, of course, will not advance to the championship before after coming into this race in a must-win situation. So take them throughout the final closing laps and what happened to get you guys kind of off the pace towards the end.
I mean, later in the race, we just decided that it was finally time to start pushing after literally everyone just kept going and going, and yeah, and when we push, I guess we just burned our tires up too much, and it sucks. I'm happy for Dylan Banks. He deserved it, but it's a little bit heartbreaking to end the season off like that. But yeah, I guess this is my last hurrah, or at least my last chance to do something with ETR. But yeah,
So
it was fun race, but yeah.
So what's your confidence heading next week into Kansas Speedway, where you guys try to have a good finish to finish off the year?
I mean, I'm not really worried about Kansas. I've ran it before, and it's pretty fun track. But yeah. I'm just sorry to have let it down ETR like this, but yeah.
All right, well, nice job still in the run here tonight. Sorry you guys will not advance to the Final Four, and we'll see you next 2 weeks at Kansas for the finale. Coming up next is going to be Richard Sherry. Came home some laps down. So Richard Sherry, you guys had, after starting a pole, you guys had issues later in the race, about maybe 45 to go, and you ultimately will come home multiple laps down in this one. So what happened to get you guys taken out of contention for a good finish?
No, I just had way too much inexperience starting from the pole, lost the lead on the first lap, and then I didn't know what to do, where to save tires or go flat out. I didn't know what moments of the race to really attack or save. And then when I was actually making up ground and saving tires well, I just got wrecked by either Miles or Miles and Netcoat. And from then on, it was just basically over. But yeah, that's Bristol, I guess.
All right, so we're heading into the Kansas finales for both Cup and Xfinity in 2 weeks. So will we see you in either of those races?
I don't know.
All right, we'll see you in the next race you're able to do.
I think.
Coming up next is going to be Andrew Stacy. Andrew Stacy, it was a tough go for you guys early in the race, involved in 2 crashes, and then what was it like just running multiple laps down with all the chaos around you to ultimately still come home 18th?
Well, I mean, obviously it was fun. I saw a lot of things happen. It was just really, I just ran my race, trying to help out my teammates the best I could. I didn't really want to do anything major. Yeah, just those first caution was just unlucky, and then second caution was a bit of an incident. But I tried not to wreck anyone when I was getting loose. Try to purposely wreck afterwards, but I expect a paragraph from all of them, saying how they love me by tonight. So fingers crossed I make it some.
All right. Well, what do you think you can do? And of course, you got big aspirations in the Xfinity Series race in 2 weeks at Kansas, where you're in the championship four with a chance to win the title. Do you guys think you're going to be able to pull off the upset and be able to become Xfinity Series champions at Kansas Speedway?
Well, I mean, it's not really a chance. I know I will win it. I'm good at practice a lot, and I feel like I'm good at Kansas. I gotta keep my confidence up high. I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm out of it. I can easily win it. I mean, Daniel Hemrick did it. I can do it. I mean, it's obvious. But yeah, we're just gonna keep our heads held up high. We're gonna get some team strategy going, and yeah.
All right, well, nice job on the run here tonight, and we'll see you where you race for an Xfinity Series title in 2 weeks at Kansas. Final interview of the night, Pace and Lindsay. Pace and Lindsay, of course, we saw that multiple incidents you were involved in there with Nicholas Martinez. So take me through what happened on the first time, the second time, and the third time where you ultimately ended up flipping him upside down.
Yeah, it's just Martinez being an idiot again. I mean, he was beating off my back bumper. I was trying to just stay on the bottom and let him go by on the top, and he was just beating off my back bumper for no reason, nearly wrecks me. So I just drive through him back, and he, for some reason, just decides to, like, I think it was a left hook me down the straightaway in front of the leaders. Completely uncalled for, especially because I'm a playoff driver. Then I get it back going, and under caution, I was trying to find him, but I couldn't find him. So after the caution, I just ran him into the wall a few times. One of them wasn't intentional, one of them was. And then he just tries to right hook me after one of the wall taps. And he fails miserably, and I just turned right. I don't even care about defending myself anymore. I know I'm going to get a suspension. I'm really happy that I flipped from that. He deserves every bit of it. He is an awful driver.
All right, so of course you guys, it was a good year for you guys, but you guys will not advance to the Final Four, of course. So what is your expectations heading into 2 weeks at Kansas Speedway?
Yeah, if we race it, I think we're going to do pretty decent. I mean, last season at Kansas with the Xfinity car, we ran like slightly inside the top 10. We led a few laps, so we'll see what we can do.
All right, so nice job on the run tonight. Sorry, ended in that scuffle with Martinez, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time at Kansas Speedway.
Yeah, thank you.
And that will do it here tonight. We hope you enjoyed the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Cup Series season number 3 championship cutoff race in Bristol. What a race it was. Unbelievable. That was phenomenal. We hope you enjoyed an absolute thriller. And it all comes down to 2 weeks' time for the Cup Series and Xfinity Series Championships race. Of course, let's look at your Cup Series Final 4. Matthew White, Aiden Donahue, Braden Hunsicker, and Dylan Banks will all race for a championship. 4 drivers, all with multiple wins. All have been nearly even on pace all season long, and they're all going to have a shot at a Cup Series championship at Kansas Speedway. And then, of course, the Xfinity Series on Wednesday, Cup on Thursday, both 8 p.m. Eastern Time. In 2 weeks' time, we'll take off for next week for real NASCAR Speed Weeks. So no action on track at all next week. We'll be back in 13 days for Xfinity and 14 days for Cup. So that will do it. We hope you enjoyed. On behalf of all officials, team owners, drivers, commentators, everybody involved in making this series and league what it is. We'll see you in Kansas Speedway in 2 weeks. Good night from the last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway.